Your eyes do not deceive you. This is Surviving Mars, and there's a very good reason we're finally playing the Below and Beyond expansion. Simply because I guess Paradox is re-releasing a next-gen version of Surviving Mars. It's kind of like Surviving Mars rebooted or remastered, similar to the way Cities Skylines was remastered for next-gen. I guess that's happening for Surviving Mars, and I'm not really sure who made that decision, but I do think it is a good idea, but I also don't really see the point. It's one of those things where, like, yes, more people should be aware of this game and play it because it is one of my favorites and it's incredible for the way that it works. And there's so much to do in this game. There's probably like storylines that I didn't even get into in all my playthroughs. I did full 3 playthroughs of Surviving Mars, and I guess this is number 4, but not really. I think we're just going to be talking about the DLC of Below and Beyond today. We're not going to really focus on like a full playthrough, because that would take forever. But we might start one, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so Surviving Mars, Below and Beyond is all about expanding your civilization to the caves underneath Mars, so you get a new area underground, and exploring beyond Mars into asteroids to get resources and stuff like that. So, I do have a save with this DLC, and I think we're just going to load into it because I was testing things out, and there's a lot to explain. But it's better if I do it this way than like start a whole new playthrough and try to explain it from scrap, because that would actually take hours and it wouldn't be fair to you. So here we go. First of all, let's go to the surface. We are at the surface of Mars. Right. Let's just pause the game real quick. Here we are. We're at the surface of Mars. I have like a dome and a bunch of stuff going on. I'm not going to explain everything, but you can see we've got like a dome over here. And there's this little elevator thing. And if you click on this elevator, you can see that it transports cargo from one place to another. And where does that cargo go, you may be asking? Well, it goes here, to the underground, in the dark cave. So yeah, there's a big area here, but one of these elevators connects down, and the other one is over here. There's a lot going on, I know, it's overwhelming, but for the most part, all you need to know is the elevator goes down into a cave, and then you use like drones and stuff to clear out these pathways, or like there might be a cave-in that you need to remove rocks. And you can already see I've placed down pipes and electrical, and like this is what a finished product would look like for Beyond and Below and Beyond, yeah. And then this is like my main underground dome, which I don't think there's anybody like living in this right now. So we have to figure out a way to get people in here, and I know a really good way to do that is to transport people through these shuttle hubs that you can build underground. And with this Below and Beyond DLC, not only do you get the caves and obviously at some point asteroids, which we can't really check out in this menu, but I think I might be able to do it through the planetary view. Might not be any floating around, but they would show off here, and then you just jump to them, and there's like some other things you can do, and then there's also like a new type of rocket that can only get sent to the asteroids or floating rocks, and so this I don't think it can carry people. I think it can only carry drones and some cargo. So there's no destination set because we don't have any discovered. They kind of happen like events where it's like randomly. They'll just pop up, and I guess there's none available right now. But you can use, like this recon center to have them show up more often. It will generate recon, which leads to the detection of asteroids, and we can get some other discoveries too around the map, which you need for research. Speaking of research, this expansion adds more recon and expansion, so you get this whole tree right here, which is all the stuff that affects Below and Beyond. Obviously, I'm not 100% through it, but then there's also some bonus terraforming stuff too, for the surface of Mars, which is nice. I think there's like giant solar farms or like new types of generators, because getting power underground is one of the most complicated parts of this DLC. So what you can do is you can kind of build like you see I've got some solar panels here, I have some wind farms here, and you can hook that all up to the elevator, and then the elevator will bring the power down, and then from the bottom of this elevator you can see it comes out with the wires and the pipes, but you do have to spend a ton of materials to build that stuff. And then there's like these support things that prevent cave-ins. I have seen a couple cave-ins. They kind of also are, I guess, considered in-game disasters, which happen randomly too, depending on your settings and stuff like that. And then there's like a bottomless pit for discoveries, and I don't really know what else I can do with the bottomless pit. And I should have an explorer that just got down here, so we'll send that one over there. And we will check my research here. We'll just do these in order, I guess. It's like a grant, which I don't need, because I think we're playing, this is like sandbox mode, so it's got like $84 billion, like unlimited money, essentially. And then, it looks, it's like the whole surface of Mars, or the whole surface of your selected area, will also have underground stuff. So there's still stuff here that I have not discovered, and it would, I feel like, take a long time to do that. So, but you can just like tap a button and switch between the underground and the surface, which I do like. Some people aren't crazy about that, but it also feels like a like a map bonus, you know? It's an expansion to the map in Surviving Mars. And they just, like I said, they just announced that they're gonna reboot Surviving Mars for next gen. But this game runs fine. I'm playing on the PS4 version, obviously, and it runs fine on my PS5, so I guess they're coming out with maybe a new DLC too, which will be nice. So that'll get, excuse me, people willing to play the game. Yeah, I do have some factories, and got a big skyscraper here. This is just housing. That's what this one is. The arcology is just housing. I don't need like research points, but we do have the Hawking Institute. I should probably get the Martian University, or maybe build the school here, but I thought I have a school underground, but I guess I should build like another university. I thought, yeah, maybe that's not a bad idea. Let's see. There's so many tabs. So many tabs. Art. Recon. Martian University. Yeah, there might be one in my other dome, but I'll put one up here just to get people to, that basically educates people and gets them to the assigned jobs that you want them to be. I don't really know if I've been managing my population that well, which I think that's like a whole nother level to this game that people don't discuss. That's probably the downside of surviving Mars. Like, I think managing, like, the drones and building stuff is really great and easy. It also looks like I need a ton of people here. But the hard part is, like, managing where people are working and, like, what jobs they're doing. It just seems like a unnecessary hassle sometimes. We need to produce more fuel. I have an oxygen producer. I don't know if I have a fuel producer. Oh, these things are broken. Maybe that's why. What do we need? We need electronics over here? Okay. Well, I don't know. There's a few here, but probably not enough. Load. Yeah, I guess I can always request more, too. So I have unlimited money. Load! I'll request electronics. I'm not going to explain everything in this game right now. All you need to know is it's a space simulator. You get to survive on Mars. It's surviving Mars. What more do you need to know? Just deliver that there. Request supply pod with a ton of electronics. I think we need polymers too. We have like no polymers. I don't know if I have a polymer factory, and if I do, nobody's working there. Could build one over here too. That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Complete.
Production polymers. Nothing wrong. This has to be connected to these. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And drop this supply pod over here. I thought about like just doing this from scratch, like starting a new playthrough, but then I was like, it took me like 30 days in game just to dig into the underground, and I didn't really feel like doing that on stream. I don't have enough to say about the game to, you know, that hasn't already been said from me personally. These are just gathering resources. We're trying to get metal and concrete. I think some of my concrete's probably out. So this got built, but it's still empty. There's a delivery port there. There's just no people. Yeah, we just need to build or make more fuel. Which you would think would be under life support, because it brings you from one place to another. Fuel refinery. Do I want it down here? I think it would be cool if it was down here. Like right in the middle of everything else. Which is probably going to make it harder to drive around, but you know what? They'll figure it out. So you can amplify this too, which consumes more polymers, but then it should also output more fuel too. And I don't know if I did that with all the fuel refineries, because I didn't think I had too many. Like there's one here. Maybe I just researched the upgrade for those recently, and that's why they weren't all upgraded. You can also upgrade everything at once, but then you still need like the polymers to do that, so I'll just do it manually, it's fine. We're not in any rush here. Okay, and then there was a meteor strike or something. And there's tornadoes and like, yeah, underground there's like earthquakes and cave collapses and I don't know what other disasters happen underground, because I haven't played too much of it really. But I do like the idea of like expanding underground. It makes sense. And this is a lot of drone work. Oh, also there's these, I didn't even talk about this yet. There's these little drone expander things. Drone hub expanders, and you see all these lines. There's all these little hexagon lines everywhere, right? It's because your drone hub only has a certain area, but then you can build a drone expander on the edge of that, and it makes your area even larger, so your drones can travel further and do more jobs. But you also still have to manage like how many drones you actually have. So I think I only have like 6 on each thing here. And which way are we going? I don't know which way to expand. I guess it looks like I have to go up this way, but I don't know if there's like a path to do that, because this is all darked out. So let's check over here. Anomaly analyzed. Let's take the Explorer. Scan this. And take this. Bring you up here. Some of this may already be caved in. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently building these, even though I'm in sandbox mode, I've been told building these underground lights is free. Like, the underground lights are free, but if you want like powered lights, you gotta use resources or metal, whatever, to build those. Leak detected. In the power line? That's not good. Especially if it's in the middle of nowhere, then I won't be able to fix it. Oh, it's right here. But that's like within drone hub area, so maybe they'll fix it. We need electronics and polymers. Yep, just a lot of electronics and polymers. Like, so the best way to get resources down there is to request a rocket, which is why I'm trying to get the fuel finished. Let's launch this one away and then request like just a supply rocket. I need some people in the other dome. I need people here and resources at the other one. Double launch. We gotta wait a few seconds for those to get out of the atmosphere before we request the other ones. Okay. Yeah, I think as soon as I see the percentages, I can request these back. So, food I'm not worried about because we can make our own food. We can grow plants. Request. So this is 95 electronics and 55 polymers. And I want to kind of show how we move things around here. Let's request my other one. Look at this. Plan visit to the asteroid. Perfect timing. Detailed scan costs 20 additional electronics. Global BK11. We have no record of this asteroid type. What does it require? I don't know what it's requiring. Does it want me to bring something to that asteroid? Visit asteroid. It's saying that there's deposits of rare metals, but what would I have to bring? I guess bring droids? Request droids? Am I is this like what I'm requesting from the asteroid? Or for the rocket? Because I don't understand. There's not enough fuel. We'll see. Requested payload. Polymers. Why am I sending polymers to the asteroid? I guess I guess maybe we can build like temporary stuff on the asteroid? Yeah, and then it adds another level. So it's a new area. But I didn't think they were permanent. Because they're like floating by space. I don't know how much time they're gonna be here for. Like that's the exciting part, is I don't really know how the asteroids work beyond how to detect them. I haven't been to one yet, so we're actually doing something. We're actually doing something. And then we're gonna request a bunch of people. So we'll take any tourists off. We're looking for tourists. Okay, it doesn't look like there was any. Yeah, 22 people on the rocket. Smurg. These are all randomly named. So what you can do, I'll show you. So what you can do is you can load stuff, like let's load all the electronics onto this cargo transporter. So this gets loaded up, right? And then all we have to do is click on it and then use elevator, or there's a separate menu when you click on the elevator for transporting cargo from one level to another. And then I guess it would request this to arrive there if it needs like a lot of stuff that a single drone wouldn't be able to carry. And there it goes. And then we can check the bottom of this, which I think is back here. Yeah, here you go. And then we unload this here, which is where the depot is. And then if they need the electronics to fix stuff, which I think they did, I know we need polymers. I don't know what we need to fix this wire though. That's not good. I should have the thing to like automatically fix leaks, but maybe I don't. This thing requires fuel too, so we're not really getting fuel down here. That's a whole problem. I guess I could try to build some, but I think you need water to make fuel, and getting water underground without a deposit is difficult too. There are a few spots like here and here, like where my dome is. So we'll build that. We need fuel for this thing, and then yeah, you can see this is the log of the bottomless pit. It's a jumbo cave, which I guess is where we're living if I get people down here. We'll go back to the surface. Okay. We are requesting people. Hold on. go to this sector here, sector D5. We want people to arrive right here. Resupply on a pod. Do. It seems like we always need more polymers too. So hopefully we'll get some engineers out here.
New colonists have arrived.
How many houses are in here? 24. So yeah, they've got some space to live and work. And we've got an extra rocket here if anybody wants it. So this one's gonna take a while to fill up. I thought about having like a double landing zone.
Resources are low.
Yeah, we're low on food, but we can request it and grow it. So I don't know how concerned I should be.
Resources are low.
Resources are low. Even in Sandbox, it's still, you know, a hassle to get resources where you want them. Alright. Yeah, but this should be growing food. At least wheat. 12 wheat a day. It's not really a lot of food, but it's something. Yeah, a farm on the surface is smart. But this is making machine parts. This is making electronics. Which we should, I guess, enhance. Inactive work shift. We're enhancing everything. We just need a ton of polymers. That's what we need. Just like a billion polymers. As many as I can get, I guess. And if we don't want this rocket, we can get rid of it. Oop, and it'll give us parts from it. So that's always an option. Okay, we still have a research slot. Yeah, I would think wires would be under engineering or robotics, right? To fix wires automatically? That should be a simple thing. Bottomless pit lab. You would think that would be like an early game research. Construction of rockets on Mars. Yeah, you can make your own rockets, but there's no point in me even having that because I can afford them. I probably should have tagged my dome so I could automatically switch between them, but whatever. What is happening? The dome is freaking out, bruh. We have a spot for seeds. Do we have a spot for food? I think we should. How do we not, like, just have a depot in front of every dome for food? Just to organize, I like to put depots organized. I'm a little bit OCD about my storages and depots. can scan for deep things. Things underground. Alright, so this one just needs polymers too. So what I'm gonna do is request a whole cargo rocket over here. Can get 150 of them. And then we can just salvage the rocket instead of spending time to refuel it. There should be a thing here for polymers. I think this is machine parts. Yeah. Because everything's made out of plastic. Pretty much everything. Like, in this game, if you don't know, if you're new to surviving Mars and you're looking at this tab and you find it overwhelming, they're in order by how important they are. So for each sector, this is like your basic construction stuff. So metal and concrete are equally important because almost everything's made out of that. And then polymers and machine parts are like the next two most important. Obviously, you need food to keep your people alive, but if you don't have people on Mars yet, you don't really need to worry about that. You just need to worry about your drones, which require machine parts and electronics to work. Yeah, I just want to work towards getting on that asteroid as quickly as possible. I think that's my goal here. So I can figure out how that works and then explain it to others. Okay. So here we go. Unpacking a ton of polymers. And then this should fill up. We need like 15 in here. This should be the top priority. Why is that? My cargo thing's underground, right? I need it back. Doesn't matter which one. I need you back up the. I was like, I left that underground. That does happen. Because the weird thing is, like, if you bring it underground, it's then added to the pins underground, obviously. So managing pins can be a little bit sketchy. Bring this over here.
Anomaly found.
Okay, this is really cool. So, I got the mission goal of seeing an asteroid. How do I get to this other section? It's like split in half. And I definitely can't spend the time of building a tunnel between the two halves. There's things here. Underground exotic minerals. Ooh, yeah, that's the new material for the DLC. So I don't know what those actually do for you. There's an anomaly here. Yeah, I have to like bring the Explorer though. Can I load the Explorer on there? Let me go back to Mars real quick. I guess not, because it's already been launched, right? Well, I guess we won't do any exploring. But now I know. Yeah, well, give me another launch pad. Double the rockets, double the fun. Meanwhile, back on the asteroid, we'll land this one. I like that it's also only like half of the thing. It's very realistic, right? We dropped the payload off. We dumped all the weight. So, okay, so it says 7 days and 5 hours to get as many resources as I can from here. Alright, so you need to prep, but you don't see it until you're ready to launch, right? So you don't know what you'll need. And it's not like you can't build these without a dome. Like, I can't access that without a dome. I can request, I can get water. I'll try to get these, but I don't know how to even get those. There should be new building things. Micro G extractor. Extracts any resource from within the asteroid. Oh. Don't overlap the deposit. We made it. It is important to keep an eye on the time we have left on this asteroid. When the window passes, we won't have the means to return to Mars anymore. Anything left behind on the asteroid when our time limit runs out will be lost forever. So make sure the asteroid landers are loaded and refueled before our time here is up. So, do I have to make fuel again? Because that's kind of stupid. With help loading, asteroid landers have auto-loading enabled. This starts the loading process of any resources that aren't using. Don't worry, we will be unloaded again, and we will build something. Desire them in depots, or they will be needed elsewhere. For now, let's focus on gathering any exotic minerals and other valuables as we can. Alright, so in order to, we gotta build that. What else can we do here? We can make a mining station and a fuel refinery, which requires water. I feel like it's gonna take more than 7 days to refuel, though. And I can't extract water. Does this thing have a pipe connection? Once it's built, it needs to be powered. It doesn't look like it has a pipe expansion. How do I get the water extracted? Micro G water extractor it just looks weird. Hold on. It's literally right here. It's just shaped differently than the one on Mars. So yeah, you have to build power plant. This requires people, so you can't send people to the asteroid. But is there always sun out here? Why not let me have a micro generator? That seems weird. No generators allowed? How much power does these need? Only 6, which is like 1 more than you would expect. There's an upgrade. Did I bring I brought polymers for the upgrade. This is timed building. Weird. Yeah, I guess you can make a battery too. It's a good thing I sent drones. Extracts oxygen from water. Why would I need oxygen? I guess to power the get health into the micro G habitat. Asteroid lander upgrade. Cargo capacity increased. Fuel consumption decrease. So it needs... it seems like it only needs half the fuel to go back. So at least it's being generous with that. I didn't know I needed to bring the Explorer because there's a key to unlock here. So, but I still have 7 days. Can I launch another thing here? I'd be curious about that. Like, let me request another rocket. Asteroid lander. I probably also need more people. So a lot of no specializations. I need engineers because they make stuff. I need to make stuff. There should be plenty of living space. More service comfort. People want to be comfortable, I guess. Alright, send that there. Yeah, I don't know if I can, like, relaunch something and have it land in 7 days, though. Trying to unload these polymers. I should get some people out here too. So we're multitasking, but it's fine. I don't need like 1,000 workers here. Just a few. Living complex, because this is just like for launching the landers, I guess. Maybe I'll put a couple other factories out here. We're just gonna have polymer factories everywhere. This is too far from the dome. There's no space for this one, really. Unless I put it right there, in the middle of everything. Oh, it's so clustered. Ugh. Not crazy about that, but that's how it's gotta be. But we can make our own rovers now, too, which is a thing I was never able to do back in the day. Electronics, because we're always low on that. And machine parts. Do. I don't know if people over here are gonna need food or anything. I mean, I meant like a diner. Guess we'll give them the diner. Obviously they need food. I meant like to buy it instead of growing it. Because I don't have like a designated farming dome yet. I was gonna try to get like an above ground one and maybe an underground one. Hydroponic.
Research complete.
Research complete. And we'll get the grows. I really feel like the grocer should be with the other farming stuff. But that's just me. I know, we're on a time thing for the asteroid. I'm not gonna forget, don't worry. There we go. We'll get a little garden in there too. Okay, so... Passengers! Like, can I get this to go to that asteroid? I guess I can. Okay, so you can prefab an explorer, which is what I want to do. Prefab and a couple drones, and then send. Send some metals for construction stuff. I don't think we need anything else though. Yeah, my explorer should be able to get on there. Or are we building a new one? I don't know. Because I can't just like click on this and drive it into there. I feel like that should happen automatically. Or there should be a button to do that, but... Maybe it's going to request the other explorer. Wouldn't that be really awkward? We might have storages. Do I have storages unlocked? Alright, so for storages, this is basically just big organization of stuff. This thing is always in the front, but then when I place it, it's like backwards. But I feel like the lights, these little lights are for the loader, so actually that is the front, and then the other thing like moves backwards. So we'll put that there.
Milestone achieved.
And then wait for this to get built. We still have 6 days. Okay, we just need a pipe here. We're losing water and oxygen into space. That's not good. Production per soul is, we're gaining like 4 of these. And then, so it says there's an auto loading thing. It says 2 of 2. I'm requesting more than 2. I want more than 2 minerals. What the heck? 2 minerals. They're trolling me here. Yeah, how does day and night work in space for the solar panels? Are these just always on? Upgrade cost is the minerals. What?
Research complete.
Why? Okay, this has been constructed. Let's unload these over here. Request? Like 500. And that way these should get loaded here. I don't know what other deposit we would need. I guess food is good. Food is always a good thing to require over here. Take the tourist out. So I don't need the tourists are just for money. Like, they stay a while, they leave, they give you money for being there. So it's, if you're requiring funding, then yeah, that's what tourists are for. But obviously we don't need that. Okay, we'll do the rest of that automatically. This one can get destroyed. This just needs more fuel. Just taking too long. Yeah, I think that might take longer than the 6 days that I have, so that might be a problem. Something over here is broken. You'll love to see that. I should be able to just click a droid and have it bring one metal over, but I don't have a lot of metals, do I? I mean, I guess this is metals. Hey! Deliver this here. Alright, so this is just people that will work in this dome over here. And yeah, there's shuttles for them to use if they want to get between the domes. They can fly on the shuttles. I didn't get the train DLC thing because I heard it's kind of glitchy, but maybe they'll fix it. Alright, so all these people will get assigned to live here, and it'll be happily ever after. And then, meanwhile,
Resources are low.
on this asteroid, yeah, it's nighttime. So I guess you have to live off of battery power. And you don't have a choice. Which sucks. There should be a better way. Why not let generators be in space? Maybe that is a research thing, though? Generators in space? Maybe. Good look. It would be under recon and expansion. It would be here. Asteroid lander upgrade. Reduce travel time. Build mining station. Increase service range of drone hubs. Expand time window. There's like a, yeah, there's a upgrader thing, but then you need the resources to upgrade the, what do you call them? The solar panels. So that's kind of silly. Magnetic field generator. That gives me atmosphere on Mars, so we can breathe. In case anyone's interested in breathing. So yeah, I guess we just wait till daytime for that to get fixed. Because I don't want to waste my 2 resources to get more. Maybe it is worth it. Maybe just on one. Yeah, I guess getting the increased time on the asteroid now makes a lot more sense. 7 days is not a lot of time to, like, build and get stuff. It's really not. That's a rush. Like, even fast forwarding, that's... Or even playing in normal mode, that's not a lot of time. Some things in this game take time, and the longer they take, the more it's usually worth. Meanwhile, underground... I don't know what to do about this leak. Seems like nobody wants to fix it, though. Can I just rebuild it? I can just rebuild the wire. Just rebuild the wire. That seems like an easier thing to do than figure out how to fix it. Alright, so we put a light over here. We're moving this way. This connects these 2 points. I'll get some light up in here. There's more concrete. Wait, my explorer's here. Hold on.
Research complete.
There's like nowhere to land it. There's nowhere to land it! I can land it on the other side, but the explorer wouldn't be able to cross. I have a plan.
Resources are low.
Return this one to Mars first. What is this priority stuff? Switch to manual? No, just do it at... Do whatever. Priority is the... This. I want this. Why is there a priority request thing? I guess it's like grab everything, make sure you're grabbing that before you launch? But that seems weird, because it said there was like an auto-loader. So that should have solved, that should have knew what it was doing before it did it.
Resources are low.
It's requiring one more exotic. There it goes. Should be ready to launch. What are you unloading? I'm confused. Go! Stop! Go! Launch! Depart now. I guess there was still some polymers on there. Now all the drones are abandoned. Shouldn't there be... there's gotta be a buildable drone thing here. Yeah, you can build a drone hub on Mars. Or on the asteroid, which should cover the whole thing. And then I guess that's what the expanders are for, in case there's a split, and then you can just put the expander on the other side. That makes sense. I'm understanding why things are the way they are. I actually get it. This landed at our colony already? How? What? I don't have a place to put the exotic materials. Those are new. Exotic material deposit. Now this is the new thing right here. Put it there. Because this is next to the recon thing, so that works out really well. Why is there a power shortage? How can there be a power shortage? Squeeze me? Like, I genuinely don't understand. Everything is fine. We might need more wind turbines. Are these upgraded? They should be. We might need more of those. I got the accumulator, but I don't have a battery. I'll put a battery over there. I feel like batteries aren't really that great, though. Like, accumulators are just better. Because they hold, like, way more. And they're not that much more expensive to construct, really. There has been a safe return. We have managed to return to Mars in one piece. We are sure to get more opportunities to harvest asteroids that pass in a close proximity to Mars. By further developing our technology, we will increase our efficiency and yield from these trips. Keep an eye on the skies, Commander. Our road to progress might be up there. Okay, this one's just getting sent back to Earth. Major discovery. We gained some research points there. Yeah, so this should have 10 of these exotics, and then I don't really know what they're for. I guess some of them are for upgrading stuff. But I don't see a whole lot of stuff here that requires it. Maybe it's things I haven't built yet? I mean, there's a lot of things to build. There's a lot of things to build.
Research complete.
Construct on all wind turbines. Okay, so now we can, what this allows me to do is double scan. So we're gonna double scan around my domes. This will look for even deeper stuff. Like deep deposits, which is kind of like beyond the regular deposit. So like if this concrete's out, there might be a place where there's deeper concrete or deeper metals, and then we can build a thing to get that stuff. Bottomless pit lab. Should just get that one done. We can further study the pit. And then, Indo maintenance. Okay. And let me just check on this dome really quick. It just seems like...
Sector scanned.
Insufficient rare materials. Why do you need rare materials to make polymers? Since when is that a thing? I don't remember that being a thing. Do we have rare materials over here? I have metals. I see the ones from the asteroid.
Select a sector to scan.
I guess we don't really have rare materials, do we? I didn't really go into that because I assumed, like an idiot, like, oh, we don't need that because we're rich. But I guess you still need the resource. I don't really see it. Where are these deposits at, bro? Where are these deposits at, bro? What's going on with the leaks? Maybe there's a discovery to fix that shit. Because what the heck? Why is it broken? Don't be broken. Be working. I love this game. I love this game. I'm so glad that there's a reason to go back and play it. This game's so good. Like, all annoyances aside, this game's incredible. It's so good. It seems like we lost some drones along the way. Yeah, how did I go down to 3 drones? I lost some drones. I'll get this back here. I can make drones though. Drone assembler. At the back. It's my drone assembler in the back of the thing. I might remember that that's back there. See, there should be rare materials here, but it's like deep. They're deep. Not exploitable with current technology. I mean, there's this one, but that's too far away. It needs to be near a dome. Let's look on the surface.
Scanned.
There's got to be some on the surface. There has to be. There's ones over here. Yeah, this right here. What's the problem? We just need a worker. We just need workers. Yeah, I don't think there's time to get this one launched. Is the asteroid gone? No, not yet. We've got 4 days, boys. 4 days. How long will it take to make this, like, scan this anomaly? Well, it's scanning. It's just, I feel like it's going to take a bit of time here. I mean, we need to prioritize like that, yeah. So I guess the smart thing is next time when I launch one to try to auto request these minerals. And then we're plotting what I need constructed. So like I need to remember, bring an explorer, bring you know, stuff to build power. Like bring some metals, I guess. I don't know what we researched here, but okay. Yeah, it should bring my thing back. It should bring this explorer back. And worst case scenario, I'll just request one on a cargo drop. It'll cost me like $50 million or something to do that. Because I think requesting these is actually expensive in game. Yeah, I wanna come back here. It's probably smarter to upgrade it once it's on Earth. So, bring my vehicle back. Priority those. And request. And then as soon... Will it give me a warning? Like, if it's on the last day, will it be like, yo, you gotta launch now? Like, it'll just force a launch? Missing requested payload. Bring all the drones back. I can build more drones. I'm not worried about drones. I'm worried about the Explorer a little bit. Hypothermia. Oh no. Out here? On this guy? It's because of the power. What is happening? I don't know what's going on with the power. I actually don't know. It is annoying me though, I'll tell you that. Because it should be fine. We should have excess power. Like, what happened? There's like, oh, hold on. There's like a major power issue right here. It says minus 120. Bro, like, did my whole wires up here fail? I'm confused. This isn't working. Things are breaking. Things are breaking. Here, I need these polymers. Bring them over here. Do. We'll just expand the wind farm, I guess. Because wind is better than solar. Solar is like a good starting point, but if you can get wind, it's like always getting power all the time. They should just have like a crazy huge wind farm out here. I wish there was something you could build in the dome to boost power. But that's like the one thing we didn't get in the game. Water's a little bit low too. And I don't know if it's just because this failed or what. Because there should be a way to extract more. Yes. And then we'll have to look for the research to get the deeper deposit water as well. And I'll have to expand a dome out there because I need the rare metals. It's like that's the one thing you can't request. The one thing you can't request is rare metals. If I have these, I guess that adds them to my inventory there. We'll try to figure out where my food storage is going to be. I mean, this is kind of my main dome. Like, this one right here is my main dome, and we need to kind of treat it like that, so I guess this is where the food storage would be. I just don't know where exactly. It's in between everything else. Put it there, right in front of the door. People have to walk into it. Yeah, why not make excess food? There's nothing wrong with making excess food, right? I feel like I remember playing this a long time ago and just like having 3 farms, and that was more than enough than I ever needed. This thing left, right? It's leaving. It's leaving. At what point will it be on its way? Goodbye. This one's coming back. Yeah, there's other missions to do all around the planet. There's stuff that increases your greenhouse gases. You can collect ice that will melt and give me more water. There's always stuff to do. Can you send these on expeditions? No, I guess you need the other type of rocket, don't you? Yeah, you need the other type of rocket. That's fine. I can't land. It won't let me land. I don't think it matters where that one lands, though.
Resources are low.
Okay. Underground Mars quake. Did you just crush my dome? I thought that was the whole point of the support thing. My dome got cracked, bruh. And the only way to fix it is with one extra testicle. Extraterrestrial. Yeah, I thought that these were only supposed to go in the little caves. I didn't know I needed it right in front of my dome. That's stupid. This needs to be plugged in, doesn't it? Look, I can build generators underground. Why can't I build them on an asteroid? Like, you load those onto the lander and then you send them off. What? I don't see what the problem is. I know what I need to do. It's just a lot of work to do it. Wait, hold on. Okay, so you grab one of these. And then use the elevator. To send this one thing down. We will fix the dome. Where'd that drone go?
Complete.
It disappeared? Where? What are you doing? I don't know what just happened with that one drone. It's over here. Why did it place it there? That's random. This on? It's broken. Building is shrouded in rubble and requires electronics. Okay, great. Of course, nothing can be simple, right? We did want to try to get a drone assembler up here, though. Just make a billion drones, and then eventually you would think everything would be automated. It should be how it works. But it don't. It don't be. Where's the electronics, dog? Always need more of those. Yeah, we can see how much time is remaining there. So it's one electronic per one dome? Or one drone, I mean? We can always request more drones too. No, that's not an issue. We got people working at the fusion reactor, which is generating 68 power a day. We need to change what these are real quick too. Okay, so this one's wheat. This one's quinoa. And corn. I think are the basics. I haven't had quinoa in a while, dude. Like a long time. And I feel like I like it a lot. Quinoa's really good. It's kind of... it's like mini rice, I guess. I don't know how to explain it if you haven't had it. It's like tiny little nothings, but you can kind of flavor them any way you want to. So it's a good, like, additional... I think they might be protein. Additional little protein. Get some quinoa mixed in with a bunch of other stuff. It's great. I might have to get some quinoa soon. Quinoa. Yeah, I feel like, okay, I want to get people to live in the underground today. But I gotta fix this dome first. If there's not enough space on top, the game should be smart enough to require people underground. Although I know from experience playing this game, it does not work that way. We're just having random wire leaks down here constantly, too. I didn't have this issue before, but I'm having it now. Yeah, we might do like a full replay of this game soon. Maybe that's what I'll do, like, in the future here. Should be a transport line. Automatically. Should just be bringing stuff from the surface down to here to fix the dome. The dome is the priority always. And then this too. So we can build the little robot friends. What the heck? Yeah, there's been a collapse. Alright, clear out this collapse. Clear this rubble out. It collapsed like right on top of my dome, of all places. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because, like, this is supposed to protect me from the collapses, but I didn't realize I needed them around the dome. I guess that does make sense. I'll put one right here. I don't know if I have space for my waste rock. I need the thing that converts waste rock into concrete. I need that in the game. Waste rock. Support strut. Is there not an upgrade for those support struts? Because I feel like they should cover way more area. They really don't. Because they're kind of like a big thing that's in the middle of everything else, you know? Alright. What is going on? What is happening here? So, yeah, something crazy is going on with the power. Like, I genuinely do not understand what happened with the power. But I'll tell you this much. A fusion reactor will be built. Hey, look at all these solar panels. Look at all of them. Come on. Oh. Yeah, the upgrade. Okay, so the additional upgrade for the solar panel does it requires those special exotics that you can only get from the asteroid. So that gives you a purpose of going back and forth to the asteroid. But it's also like, bro, come on now. Windmills it is. We got turbines, boy.
Research complete.
Okay. Research complete. That's number 3. That's number 4. That's number 5. We're gonna scan these. Scan around the domes. And drop this rocket that has too many people in it. What is in the way? Are you in the way? What is blocking? I don't even know what's blocking the way. Is it these drones? Because usually they just move. This is where it has to go, bro. Is it glitching? Alright, whatever. Just have it land here. We can get a new one. Hooray! Alright, yeah, everybody's gonna go here and then not have a house. But will they be smart enough to go underground? And how do we transport people that far? That's the question. So, like, how do we assign to building? I want you to be assigned to the dome. But I don't think the game is smart enough to do that.
Sector scanned.
I want people to live underground. Go underground. There's a use elevator thing. Wait, can I, hold on. Can I cargo people? You can select exactly who you want. Let's just say I want like 5 of each. I don't really need 5 of each, but whatever. It's auto mode, so that means it should be working. I'm scared. Where are you going? I'm scared. These people are like running around in circles out here. This guy's a celebrity. Are you using the elevator? Oh, he's the first man to go underground. Visually, the elevator is a little bit delayed, but he should be going down. And what happens when he gets down here? Because, like, I do have these, like, transport things. Do have shuttles. Where is he? Will he go to the shuttle? Or will he just walk around? He has to walk all the way to the dome? Bro, you gotta be smart enough to use the shuttle. Right? No? Okay. Well, he's going to a dome, I think. Yeah, I wish you could use the... I mean, there is a safari thing that carries people. I don't know if you could use that as like a colonist transport. I'm curious about that. We could try it. I don't know if it would work, because I don't remember how those... I don't remember actually ever using a safari vehicle, or the point of it. I think because you just set it out on a thing, and it acts as a tourist thing. Like, you just send it up, and it goes. I'm never gonna find this one colonist, I don't know. Let's do a detailed scan so I know what's there first for the next asteroid. Did he make it in here? He's here! Oh, well. Okay, he's still walking! This is why I put these here, bro. This is why we have shuttles.
Sector scanned.
That's a lot of water. A lot of deep water. Okay, so this one goes back to Earth. Pause. It should be requesting more people. Yeah, if I just push this to like 10 each. I don't know why it only lets me have 2 of those. There's a limit to how many botanists you can have. Yeah, we're running low on water. I should have moisture machines though. I don't know why I'm not able to automatically build those yet. I can just request a cargo ship full of them. Resupply, prefab, moisture, launch. That way I get some water up here.
The colonists.
Dehydration is not good. No, no, no. There is a boost on this, but still not. Still not enough. We had power issues, now we're having water issues. Welcome back to Surviving Mars. Welcome back.
Resources are low.
Resources are low. Yeah, I can see that. Thank you.
Sector scanned.
Alright, so there is a thing here for the explorer to do, an anomaly. The next one is Shango B613. But we're getting our moisture things here. So these just need access to a pipe. These should get you more water. I feel like I usually remember to put these like down by the water collector. For some reason I forgot. I usually have like one attached to a dome directly as well. If it lets me. There's not space here to do that though. We should be able to build like surface lakes, which will give me water. That's like a whole project though, isn't it? It consumes one water, but then it gives me my... Yeah, it should give me... water percentage on the top of the HUD there for like the overall transforming of Mars, which is a whole other thing. Like that's part of the Green Planet Initiative. You want to kind of turn Mars into a secondary Earth with you can see some lichen on the ground. Like you can add trees and plants and stuff, and eventually have open domes and open farms and like wild animals running around, which is really cool. We got geese. I want chickens. This should not be geese. This should be chickens. I feel like that's a common food. And then, let me just make sure I switch this farm down here as well. Because there should have been a farm underground. Did I not put the farm underground? I could have swore I put a farm in here. Oh, yeah, the ranch is there, but I don't see the farm. Whoa, what did I do? Does it not let you grow farms underground? It only lets you have ranches. We'll have chickens underground too. Oh, so you have to do your farming above ground. Alright. No underground farming. Somebody died. Rest in peace. It happens. Yeah, I want to do the upgrade here before I forget. Everything's powering down. This should be open. It says there's an available drone prefab. So I guess, how do I request that drone? To here? This has 31. Now it has 30. So yeah, we have to select a drone hub. And then this gets 1. Oh, that's at 10. These things over here keep breaking for no reason. It's starting to actually piss me off. I don't know if that other asteroid can come back. That would be cool, though. Maybe that's how it works. Maybe not. That's what we needed. Okay. Yeah, I like having even number of drones.
Milestone achieved.
It's because it's weird that sometimes it's like default is 6 starting. I think you should have at least 10 at every drone hub. And then for the major ones like this one, for the big dome here, around 30 is a good number. Because then there's always something to do, and if there's a heavy load, there's a heavy load. This still requires a pipe. Alright. Yeah, you can completely transform Mars, which is a whole other really cool thing to do. Like there's open farms, there's these processors, there's all these things that will spread spread seeds, spread plant life, get it going. Thing is, like, all this stuff needs to be continuously powered as well, and that's a little bit silly. But I get it, they're machines. You can't auto-run everything. Let's check our underground dome real quick. It says there's people living in here now. Oh yeah, everybody's living. So we're gonna upgrade the comfort of living underground. There's a university or a school that will give children traits if they have kids down here. It is still very dark though. I feel like you have to zoom into the dome to get the full effect of the lighting. Maybe that's just the way it is. So yeah, you can give them things to do underground. Should be a grocer so you can buy food. And then factories are probably important. Like, I don't want to buy electronics, I want to make electronics, you know? And then, yeah, there's underground domes, there's always stuff to build and do. Waste rock processor just hasn't been researched, which is the one that I was talking about earlier that transforms the waste rock into concrete. Polymers have to be outside, also connected to a pipe. And we'll try to make some polymers out here. I mean, food storage underground is important. So I can totally see this getting used. And then I know there's still more projects and things to do. There's always more things to do. We can't go here yet. Why can we not go here yet? Because this one hasn't been loaded? Edit payload. I want an explorer. I want 5 drones. I want to bring... Why can you bring rare metals? And why can you bring seeds? Like what? To an asteroid? What would be the point of bringing seeds to an asteroid unless you can live permanently out there? Outside of a dome. I don't get that.
Anomaly analyzed.
This asteroid. Alright, get on, boys. We're just waiting for this to get refueled. And then this is... We're dumping out water to fill this lake, which will add 0.01% to my overall Mars water. Cool. And it's costing me 1 total. Yeah. Nice. And we need some seeds. You can grow seeds. That is a thing you can do. You can grow seeds, which is a whole process. Alright, we're launching. We're launching!
Anomaly found.
Anomaly found. This one's a weird shape. This one's the letter C. Or if we turn it this way, the letter U for underdog. Okay, it doesn't look like there's too much stuff here. Just need an auto extractor. Which has to be powered. And I guess the water, right? Electrolyzer. Your water, and then another pipe. It goes to here, and then you need your fuel refinery connected at the end of the pipe. It doesn't matter where this goes as long as there's space around it. The camera's kind of struggling out on this asteroid, but I guess that's part of it. That's part of the fun. And a battery. Like, I know how to do this now, which is good. We learned together. And then this will arrive, and it should bring that explorer so we can get the anomaly and the drone so we can get to work here. Yes. And it's like free. It's basically like
Complete.
free research on top of everything, which allows you to unlock more stuff for the future of the game. So that's great. This is actually really cool. I don't know why some people don't like this. I guess because it's just more of the game, but I like the game. So more of the game is good to me. And yeah, it's a lot of work to get it all up and running, but it's kind of just hey, we're out here playing a simulator and enjoying it. So this was a shorter little stream today, and if you guys want to see a full replay of surviving Mars from like start to finish, let me know. I might do it because I got nothing else to do and I enjoy playing the game. So I'm not totally against it because it's been so long since I've played it. It's been like maybe 3 years total. I also want to replay Surviving the Aftermath. So who knows? That might happen too. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll check you later.